Okay, so for this block, our studio directing, we are working on our podcast. So can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So you are going to be using WeVideo. So instead of giving y'all other choices on different, because there's some free ones out there, Audacity and some other audio software. Since we've got the class account, and it'll help familiarize ourselves with the WeVideo anyway for when we get into editing our bigger videos and short films. We're going to use this. So this is for tomorrow. So I asked you last night to start just jotting down ideas, like what do I want my intro to be? So maximum 20 seconds, because you don't want to drag out the introduction to your podcast. Now, it might have some music that comes up and then fades out. Maybe it has, if you're reviewing a movie, maybe you start with you record audio from a movie trailer. Maybe you have sound effects. You decide. Don't, one size doesn't fit all. Don't think you have to do music in, fades out. You don't have to do that. You do what you think will fit the theme of your podcast and then grab attention, okay? So obviously now versus video, we do that with visuals and audio, but mainly, those visuals. With this, we are harnessing the power of just audio, okay? So something off the top, be it music, sound effect, movie clip, whatever it is. Something in the news if you're doing something topical. So you decide. So tomorrow is your production day. So you will be creating the short introduction. That's all you have to worry about. You don't have to get into recording your actual podcast. We will talk about that Thursday. So just focus on playing around with that. So here is the submission page. I want to call your attention to this next page. So again, this just some questions to ask you, but please look at here. Here is the WeVideo, and they actually have a podcasting guide that I found because, and I'd already discovered this, you can record just audio files in WeVideo. So no video, even though it says WeVideo, you can record just an audio file. When you go to share and export it, you export it as an MP3 audio file. So here's their little quick thing that just shows you, and it's very simple to record an audio file on WeVideo. So you literally record it. You can use your, if you have an external mic on your Chromebooks or whatever you're using, if you have a little microphone that you want to put in, or, excuse me, that probably is going to be your easiest. But let's say you've recorded it on another device, your phone or something, or you've gotten sound here. You can export in the file there and put it in to the WeVideo as an audio file. Okay, so I just wanted to call your attention to that, and I want y'all to have fun with it. When we really get into it, I'm excited that they had that guide for the podcasting as well, because then you can it'll show you, it has the different, just like if we were using the Adobe Audition, it has the different layers that you can add, like your music or sound effects on this layer, your narration or talking on that layer, and then, something else that you want to weave in and out. So have fun with that tomorrow, play around with it. Again, yesterday I had the copyright free music, and let's see, I needed to unpublish that because I need to tweak the actual assignment for y'all. But here's copyright free music resources for you. And again, just go back and review what I have back here in the previous weeks, getting started, anything like that. And then for tomorrow too, I think I mentioned this yesterday, but I'll call it to your attention again. This is just an FYI. voiceover, I want to call your attention. I always want to call your attention to different career opportunities, and being a voiceover actor is a career. For a lot of people, it's what they do is a freelance career because it's something you can just do on the side. Someone sends you a script. They want you to voice something for them. When I worked at Channel 36, we had a, like whenever you see like special promotions, like coming up, you know, this Thursday, a special report you'll only see on Channel 36. When they'd have those scripts for the teasers, the promos for special stories, the audio voiceover guy that Channel 36 used, I don't know who they use now, but back in the day when I was there, this guy was out in California. And so again, and you see how easy it is now. If you have a nice little setup at your computer and a good microphone, you can do so you don't need to be in some fancy studio. And they would send him the script, he'd voice it over, he'd send an audio file back, and then they'd, you know, edit it into the video. So it's a great little thing. I just, here you can see, and this was back in 2017, so who knows what the rates are now, but, you know, look at that, $100 for a 15-second recording. So again, and here's some more resources for you. And then again, you know when you've heard certain actors, like The Simpsons has people, you hear, and even commercials, you'll hear voices. You're like, I know who that is. So a lot of actors do this kind of as a side gig of voicing voiceover work for different things. But again, lots of opportunities. So I just wanted to call your attention to that, to make you aware. That's another reason why I like everything that the content surrounding our class is that it lends itself, even if you don't want to pursue any of this as like a full-time career. Like, let's say you like, you want to be a veterinarian or, something else, but you love this kind of stuff, you can do it on the side. As I probably told y'all at the beginning of the year, I haven't done it for about a year now. But that's the beauty of freelancing. You can turn down work. But for the since 2009, since 2009, I regularly was writing freelance articles for Tops and Lex magazine. And, but if I was too busy and they're like, hey, you want to write an article this month on such and such, I could turn them down. But it was nice because I enjoyed the writing, and I forget what it was something like, whatever it was, 15, 20 cents a word, so every word you type was worth a dollar amount. So that's why I love all this. The editors, anything you can do on this side is kind of a supplemental. And I'm telling right there, $35,000 to me, that's a nice little salary, but it's a super nice supplemental salary. So that's just something for you to read over, not required, but I always want to try to make you aware of opportunities out there. So with that, do you all have any questions about what your expectations are for tomorrow?
No.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So, and then remember, I believe it was but you know what? Let me make a note or I won't remember. The We video, I think Maya, I think you did. If you have not logged into We Video yet for the first time with our class account, I'm going to repost, because I posted it in the first block class, but I will repost it. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. This is what happens when you get middle age. You forget what you've done. Yeah, I'll go back and put that in there. So if you haven't already, there's just a little class code you put in there, so you will have access to that without the ugly stuff. So if there are no questions, I will go ahead and stop. Again, remember tomorrow, except my little lunch break window that I'm going to run my little errand, I'll be available, so you can pop in on a Zoom with me, or if you want to shoot me an email, if you want to be like, hey, here's what I'm working on, how does this look and sound, that's great. for the podcast intro, I'm not having a rubric for it because I want you all to be as creative as you can and come up with your own thing. You know, the only thing, again, I ask ballpark, let's max it out about 20 seconds because you want to leave time for your actual podcast as well as the outro on your podcast. But you get the assignment done, you get your full points for that. Okay. So if you don't have any questions,